What to do if your child is addictive to phone use? How many times do you see a day you have to snatch a phone out of your kid's hand? Do you see your kids forget to eat or sleep because they watch too much YouTube or TikTok and so much screen time? This video is for you. I am Tan. I'm a certified right brain educator, founder of Smartizen Academy based in Waterloo. In this video, I want to talk about the importance of phone use and how to do in order to help our kids not to be addictive to it. In the modern days, phone use is so common. Kids see us using it and they wanted to see what's in there, and it can become so addictive. Why is it so addictive in kids? When they use our phone, it's instantly create a dopamine. It's an element to make them happy, and it's so instant, it's so repetitive. When they watch something on the phone, that's why their body craving for it. Now when you take the phones away of a child and they are cry, that's because it's a body biology reaction to a dopamine withdrawal. So it's totally normal. Now our job is to find out how for them to best use of the phone, what to do at what age. That is my role, right? I'm a parent myself, and I've seen how kids can behave totally different because we don't allow them to use phone. How about we set up for success? Because nowadays there's so many countries started to use phone bans in school. France, Brazil, Malaysia, some states in the USA, they already start to introduce a phone bans in school. Now when we have kids at young age, it's good to create that habit of no phone using, so that when they go to high school, they're ready with that environment without phone use. Let me talk about what's the impact on children when they use too much phone or too much screen time. By phone and screen time, I mean phone, TV, tablet, iPad, anything that is not interactive play, right? It makes them, this is based on all research, it makes them more speech delayed, very poor language development. Kids tend to be socially withdrawal because they just want to watch their phone, so they don't know how to play in a group. When they watch too much phone, they become frustrated so easily, and their focus time spent just drops completely compared to someone play in a normal setting. So there's a lot of issues with kids who are giving phones so easily because of a convenience of us as a parent. Now, so what do I do? How do I regulate that? You can use a phone in order to finish your chores, or give yourself some rest of a tiring day, but there should be some guidelines, and this is what the experts say when it comes to screen time for children. Now below 2 years old, there should be zero screen time, except for some FaceTime or video call parents, grandmas when it's required, but absolutely reduce that, because we don't want to introduce so much of kid dependency on phone too early. Between 2 and 3 years old, it's recommended to have a maximum of 30 minutes of screen time. Between 3 to 5 years old, we can extend that to 1 hour of screen time, and that should be the better, right? So but now on average, we see kids between 3 to 5 years old, parents are giving them 3 times of that amount of hours in their awake time, just for screen use. And that is so sad, because their brain are soaking a lot of information, and we are just giving a phone, right, to entertain them. Now, so there's some time allowed for using phones. So how do we include that? What would be a good habit of having a phone around? In order for us to set up some healthy habits around phone use, there's something that we can do as a parent. We should include, first, number one, include the phone use into a routine. Maybe introduce, you can have the phone time, screen time after dinner, or maybe they're older, you can have phone time, use your phone after homework, right? And that is only 30 minutes. When the timer is there, we set the timer. When it's done, we take it away. Secondly, when it comes to screen time, we should be a model as a parents. When we say that no phone in the kitchen in the meal time, and no phone during before bedtime, 1 hour before bedtime. Those are the rules that everyone in the household have to follow. When you have kids as teenagers, maybe set up like a charging station in the kitchen where after 8 a.m. every phone has to be here. Next, number 3 is create a time, just golden time, just to connect with your child, and it can be 20 minutes. Doing whatever games that your child loves to do. It can be pretend play, it can be sensory play, anything that interactive. And of course, because they are used to phone, now you are the phone. You have to entertain them, you have to follow the leads. No demand, no question, no judging during this golden time that you be present with them. So that is very good to practice. And naturally, when you spend more time with your children, they feel the love, the cuddling, the hugs. They would give up the phone, right? If we spend more quality time with them. So that's something that we should incorporate into our daily habits. And next one, we want them to be able to self-regulate their emotions when a phone is taken away. By that I mean we are their emotion coach. We would say, oh, I can see that you're frustrated because the phone is now gone. Now how about we play this game, right? Redirect them. So we label their feelings, we tell them the boundaries, and we redirect them to the next games. So that's how we have them. And lastly, in case we want them to we want to tell them what's the use of the phone when doing that self regulation. Say phone is for music listening only, phone is for learning only, and this time it's up, right? You can also reach out to some parenting groups, some communities. If you sign up for any enrichment programs, like as Smartizen Center, for example, we have a lot of tips for high quality games that you can do at home with your child to reduce screen time. You are part of other parents that you can ask for advice or arrange a play date, so that more quality time is created for you and your child and other parents, and exchange advice around this one. It's important that we're going to activate our baby's brain naturally rather than rely on a screen, right, a phone, in order to do that. And we want to avoid advertising completely, because that's highly stimulated, and that's just creating bad regulation in terms of their emotion, their rich information that what we want our child to have, right? When they enjoy, what kids enjoy the most is your presence, is the games that we play with them, the song that we sing with them. And if we want them to be able to regulate themselves, to be able to control and be more resilient, we have to start early. The early years are the best part and the best time window in order to improve their brain, their focus, their intelligence. The early years are so important. So I hope this video has been helpful for you in order to be able to adapt this habit into your life.